and welcome to GameGazm's update. It's Thursday. Woohoo!
Number 6.
Really?
These are still going strong.
Steaming.
Yeah.
Steaming through these. Right.
Okay,
Let's
so
kick
yeah,
off with the
straight
news.
into the news, and the big story today is the Project Scorpio has the technical specifications have been, announced today. Yes, they have,
Ooh.
and they sound really weird. So it's going to it boasts 6 teraflops.
6 teraflops.
That sounds like something made up to me, but apparently it's good.
I don't know. Does that mean it can handle 6 teraflops of data per whatever?
But I don't even know what a teraflop is, but it's got
big.
6 of them.
Yeah.
And so what else it's got? It's got 8 custom cores that are all clocking at 2.3 gigahertz. Mm-hmm. So this is sounding like PC territory now.
Yeah.
It's got 12 gig of RAM.
Okay, that's definitely...
4 is for system, 8 is for games. So it's got 5 gig more than the Xbox One, just for games.
Okay,
so
well,
it
that
sounds pretty
promising.
powerful.
Yep.
And then it's got an Ultra HD Blu-ray drive and some integrated cooling systems. So it's sounding nice, but it's also sounding expensive.
Yeah, that does sound expensive. When you start looking at those kind of numbers, those kind of specifications, that sounds...
That's like
pricey.
gaming PC territory, and you're looking probably, I don't know, £600 or £700 maybe when it comes out. I
yeah,
don't know.
and you got to start thinking like, okay, I get what they've tried to do here, but the line's kind of blurring here. I mean, it's the Xbox starting to turn into a stepping stone into the PC gaming world. I mean, I'm no stranger to PC gaming. I get it. PCs are powerful. You can make them strong, and you can have the best graphics that are available. Whatever. So obviously Microsoft are noticing that a lot of people are wanting that, so they're answering it with making these more powerful boxes. The problem I find though is that the PS4 Pro, it's the same thing. I mean, okay, it's nowhere near as powerful as that.
No.
But they've already said that part of their whole marketing campaign behind the Scorpio is no one gets left behind. So that means that the Scorpio will not get any Scorpio exclusive games that are going to make use of all that.
No, it's exactly the same as the relationship between PS4 and PS4 Pro. Games will run on both consoles. They will be developed for both consoles, so no one's going to be, so if you went out and bought an Xbox One S and you're thinking, I've only just bought a brand new, like myself, I'm thinking, I've only just bought a brand new Xbox, do I really want to get another one? There's nothing to worry about. You're still going to be able to play on both. Only one will stream at 1080p, one will have 4K natively. Yeah. The other thing Microsoft have said, and this is going back to remember the days of if you don't like Xbox One, we've got a console for you, the 360.
Oh really? They've done that again?
No, all they've said is that the difference isn't only between 1080p and 4K gaming, it's also for people that want the latest tech.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's basically what they're marketing it at, people that want 4K gaming and the latest tech.
Okay, so basically stick with the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be able to play every single game that comes out. And let's face it, games on the Xbox One don't look bad.
No.
None of them look bad. They all look great. They all look really nice. And I just don't see how the extra cost that the Scorpio is going to have is going to warrant even bothering, unless you've literally got money to burn and you don't know what to do with it, and you're like, oh, I've got all this money, I've got a Ferrari, I've got a helicopter, I've got a shark, I've got a gold-plated lesbian, I don't know what else to buy. Let's buy an Xbox Scorpio, because I think that's who it's targeted at, isn't it?
Yeah, it's targeted for people that just basically want one. As simple as that is. But anyway, so that's it. We don't know what it's going to be called yet. All we know is that E3 is when it's going to be officially announced.
Right, so it's not going to be called the Scorpio then?
No, that's kind of like its code name. It's its working title.
Okay. Wasn't the Xbox itself a code name? When they were working on it, the original Xbox was its code name for their project, and then it kind of grew on everyone and just stuck.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll stick.
The Scorpio? I don't think so.
It's kind of a crap name, isn't it?
It is a little bit.
Yeah.
It needs to fall in line with like Xbox 360, Xbox One. What's this one going to be called?
Xbox 1-2?
Xbox 1.5?
1.5?
Xbox Zero? This is to be going backwards.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Anyway, what's next in the news?
So, moving on and sticking with consoles, Nintendo Switch has been in the news again. For, this time, it's warping. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't mean it's not entering a different space-time. It's if you are playing with it in your dock for an extended period of times, the heat dissipation doesn't work as well, and it is flexing people's consoles.
Now, I have not experienced this, and a vast majority of people also have not experienced this.
No,
so
it's
a few dodgy units, isn't it?
It's severely limited to about 4 or 5 cases at the moment. Nintendo have said that if it does happen, obviously let them know and they'll replace it, not a problem. But the only downside is, if you've been putting like hundreds of hours into Zelda, you can wave goodbye to that.
Bye-bye data.
Yeah.
Because currently there is no way to transfer your save games from the Switch to an SD card so you can put it in another Switch. Hopefully that'll be patched soon, because I think that would be really useful.
It seems like a really key feature that should be in it now.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully they're getting on that. And we all know consoles come out and then get fixed later, so I'm sure they're working on it.
Yeah, let's hope anyway. But yeah, like I said, if you've got a Switch, I really wouldn't worry about it. It does seem like severely limited to a couple of units, but just keep an eye on it. If you notice it starts flexing,
or if you notice the little heat waves coming off the top of it,
yeah,
perhaps go and check it out.
Yeah,
but I doubt you'll have any problems. It's severely limited, so.
Yeah, so moving on, we've got a couple of quickfire ones, and Nier Automata has sold 1 million units.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, and it's its first month. So a game like that, which I wouldn't say was severely mainstream either. I think that's pretty good numbers for that type of game. Yeah,
I mean, obviously it's a Squeenix, isn't it? So it's got the name of Square Enix backing it, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, overall, I haven't got around to playing it yet. I really want to, but yeah, apparently it's a beautiful game. And it deserves these kind of sales figures.
It's good to see games like that getting that sort of recognition, not always Call of Duty and FIFA all the time.
Absolutely, yeah. And I heard it's actually finished.
Yeah, which is rare.
Which is rare these days.
But we'll come on to that shortly. In other news, so EA Access, if you've had that since the start, then you may have received a care package from EA themselves.
Woohoo!
They were sending out 2 terabyte hard drives to everyone that's had EA Access from day one.
That's cool.
Which is pretty nice. That's a pretty, that's a pretty neat idea. And I just want to say, what about the UK?
Ooh.
I've been with them from day one too. Where's my 2 terabyte hard drive, please? I would really like one.
What's going on, EA?
Yeah. So if you're planning on bringing it to the UK, I'll send you my address. But if you've received one, then let us know.
Yeah, let us know what it's like in the comments below.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then lastly, we're going to move on to a bit of a discussion topic now, and that is, are gamers getting a fair deal lately with games? So, we've spoken, we spoke about Mass Effect Andromeda quite a lot. So a game that's come out and isn't finished yet, people have spent a fortune on it, and you've got to wait to basically get the full game. Yeah,
I mean, this is something like, I'll touch on this briefly because I know we spoke about this a lot, but Mass Effect Andromeda came out, and yes, we all know the problems, the animations, the voice acting, the story, blah, 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 blah. But now they've come out and said that they're going to fix that, or they're going to work on that, and make it better and start fixing it. Apparently there's some rumours going around. Now this is a rumour, so please don't take this as fact. But there's a rumour going around that the higher-ups at BioWare deemed the human assets not worthy of the core BioWare's team's time to work on. So it was outsourced to their Romanian branch, which is it kind of makes sense because they look like they've been outsourced.
Yeah.
And apparently the BioWare's core team did work on the aliens, which do look alright.
Yeah, the alien characters look spot on. It's just the animations on the human characters which are a bit iffy. And I mean, okay, there's nothing wrong with outsourcing work. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But from games like Aliens, Cloning Marines, we know that outsourcing quite a lot of work does not lead to a very polished product.
Well, no, I get wary about games that do that because obviously the teams are not all under one roof. They're not all talking to each other. And we all know what it's like if you're working in a big corporation. Communication can just mess everything up. So I think that had a lot to play in it. I mean, apparently, even, again, this is just a rumor, apparently a BioWare artist even offered his services to fix some of the human assets himself and work extra time to get it done, but he was denied. So
yeah. It's not fair at the moment for gamers. So it's like we're getting a pretty raw deal. So they're expecting us to drop full price on a game which isn't finished. 2 months down the line, when it's finally finished, you'll probably find it in the bargain bin. So people coming in are getting it for a cheap price. But what about us early adopters? What about us gamers?
And also that they're happy because despite Mass Effect coming out and being a broken, rubbish, unfinished mess, they still hit their bottom line. They sold a lot of those things.
Yeah,
they made a lot of money.
They hit their sales target, so to them it's a success. It doesn't matter that us, the fans, aren't enjoying it or we're having a bad time with it.
Yeah.
And that's just not how it should be. And I mean, okay, there is starting to be a bit of a backlash. I mean, I don't know if you know about For Honor. The community stage, or where I don't know if it actually happened, but they were arranging a whole day blackout where no one accessed the game.
Yeah, they were like literally boycott it for a day, weren't they?
Just because they felt like they weren't being listened to by the developers about their complaints.
Now, I want to defending developers here. Like most developers are really good at listening to all fan feedback, and so many of them have bent over backwards to fix problems or to add things in and change the way the game works for the mass majority of players that play it. I mean, case in point, No Man's Sky. Now, I know that had a bad rap when it came out, but man, the developers have done a lot of work to turn that around. They kind of probably should have had all that stuff in there before it released. I won't go into that. But the fact that they've listened and the fact that, you know, that they're working on it is really important. But I think also that the developers are kind of at the whim of the publishers, really. The publishers say, we need our money back. We need our investment money back.
Yeah.
So you better get this thing out so we can get some money back. And that's where the release date comes from. The release date doesn't necessarily mean the game's ready nowadays. The release date actually means the publisher wants its investment back.
Yeah.
It wants return on that.
Yeah.
And that's what the release date is. So that brings me to my little tactic, and it's something that we need to start doing as gamers, as a collective, and that's when the release date gets announced, chuck 2 months on that. Just wait. You know, you can go out and buy Mario came out in 1987, right? You can still buy that game today. You can go and buy a cartridge off eBay. It's still available. It's still around. You can plug in an old NES. Jesus, you can even play it on your browser these days.
Yeah.
But the point is that game isn't going anywhere. Nor is any game. You know, all games that have been created are still around and you can still play them. So why not wait 2 extra months to see if the game's, you know, actually worth buying?
Yeah. It is difficult to do because I'm one of these people that likes to get everything day one.
Yeah, me too.
And like start enjoying it, and
that's what they want you to do, because that's why they go, ooh, if you buy it day one, you get this little thing, and you get that.
And if you pre-order, you'll get this extra little thing. If you give us £200 today, we'll promise to give you this.
Yeah, and this thing.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, Destiny 2, I'll use that as the example. £220 if you want to pre-order that now. And the caveat to pre-ordering it early is you get a little Cade 6 statue.
Little one.
Yeah. Now, when they said statue, and I think we were talking about it last week, and last week's update, I was thinking, oh yeah, pretty sweet statue. That would be awesome.
Holding a gun, standing on a rock or something. No, it's a little.
No, it's a little one.
It's a little one.
And I don't really want to drop £200 on a game that I don't know. But the other thing is as well, that collector's editions are coming out now, £100, £120, and don't even have the game.
That is something that is just no, that is so wrong. I mean, how can you bring out a collector's edition and not put the game in it?
Yeah,
that's just insane. That's literally insane.
It's almost as bad as Hitman when that was launched, and they had a collector's edition for that, but the collector's edition contained just the download code for the game. So I don't want to spend 130 quid on a statue and then just get a code for the game.
It's not the point of a collector's edition. Do you know what collectors do? They collect things. They buy them and they put them on shelves and display them.
Can't display a code.
No.
Or a bit of digital thing.
I may sound old and stuff like that. Well, no, actually, I understand and totally get the whole download thing, and I think it's super convenient and really awesome. However, I'm a collector and I don't like collecting codes and digital things. I actually want physical things. I know a lot of people feel the same, and then there are other people of like, who's got space for all those boxes and stuff like that.
I mean, there are people out there that are happy to just go digital, and that's fine. There is nothing wrong with that. But for us collectors,
not for me.
Especially if there's a collector's edition coming out, we want the game with it, basically.
Yeah, so this whole no game in collector's editions, that's got to stop too.
Yeah, and let's hope it does.
Yeah.
Because they're getting really expensive, and I don't want to have to spend £100 on a collector's edition and then another £50 on the game. It's just not the way it works. It's not how it happens.
No.
But there we go. That was their little rant. So yeah, let us know in the comments below your thoughts on that subject. I know it's quite a a controversial one at the moment.
Yeah, like, do you feel like you're getting a raw deal when it comes to these games, or are you not that bothered and are quite happy to see the game develop after you've purchased it? I don't know, some people might like that.
Yeah.
To see the new patches and, oh, they've fixed this and fixed that. Some people might like it, but others, I don't know. I know I feel annoyed about it. I'm like, you should have finished this before you put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'll use one more example. Final Fantasy 15. I played that. I loved it. I hated that. I'm not going to go into too much spoilers, but I hated that particular chapter. If you played it, you know what I mean. Last week, they put the fix in to fix that chapter. And it's like, well, sorry, I played that game like 4 months ago. I'm not going back through it now just to see what you've done to that chapter to see if you've made it better.
Go. It's done. It's too little too late, isn't it?
Yeah. But there you go. Now we're finished.
There you go.
Moving on.
Rant over. What's
so
next?
that's it for the news. So I suppose it's time to talk about what's happening in our world. So in the world of GameGazm.
Yeah, so we've had a few changes. You might have noticed
Yep.
a few changes to the programming schedule. I guess now we're going to be moving. The biggest change is we're moving the Friday video. Yes, we're moving the Friday video. That's now going to be on Saturday because the rest of the week we're going to be having the Let's Play episodes going out, which I hope you're all enjoying and having a laugh. I know I'm enjoying Ride to Hell.
Yeah, we kind of we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot and started playing bad games.
Yeah, but I mean, some of those bad games are so bad they turn out to be good.
Yeah, they're enjoyable for the wrong reasons, but still funny.
Yeah, but Ride to Hell, I don't know how far we're going to go with that. We're going to try and go the distance with it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, you need to let us know your thoughts about like have you watched some of the episodes? Did you like them? What don't you like about them? Let us know. Like we'd love to hear your feedback on the actual how the content is going. I mean, whether or not you know if you enjoy the video, but what do you think about this kind of content from us? Do you like that or don't you like it? Should we focus on other stuff or? But let us know. But yeah, we thought we'd get more of those episodes out in the week, just so there's lots of variety of stuff for you to watch.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, we used to just play 2 games, but maybe that's not enough. Maybe that's not varied enough. So that's why we've added an extra 2. But that's not at the. We're not sacrificing anything else. The other content's still going to be there. Like, we're still going to do these updates. The edited show is moved to a Saturday, but it's still going to be there.
Yeah.
And the good thing about doing it this way is that it frees us up more time to be able to work on some more content as well.
Exactly. So basically, nothing's being lost. You're just gaining a lot more.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing more of our faces throughout the week. If that's a good thing, great.
Hearing more of our voices.
And hearing more of our voices, yeah.
So that's happening. And the time on Saturday for the UK will be 6 p.m. for that for the regular fully edited video.
Yeah.
And I think that's what 11 a.m. US.
Yeah, Eastern Coast time at 11 a.m. But,
yeah.
So yeah, 6 o'clock GMT. Subtract or add your time zone accordingly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's so it would be breakfast time America. Yeah, I think it'll be a good move, and it also means that there's just more GameGazm content over the week. So we're trying to get as much stuff done as we possibly can. So over the last couple of weeks, we did have a few problems, and some content got damaged, as I said in a previous update, and it meant that everything kind of got shook up, and we're trying to we've been regathering and trying to figure out like what we're going to be doing. So but yeah, just you got to, obviously we're doing all this for you guys and ourselves, because we love doing it as well, but we'd love to know your feedback on everything that we're doing, and because you're a massive part of this show. Without you, there's no point in doing this. It's you make it fun and entertaining. When we read your comments, it's great. I love waking up in the morning and seeing all the positive and funny comments that you guys write, and it's always a pleasure to read them.
Yeah, we like reading the comments, and we try and answer every single one, and say at this point we're able to do that.
Yep.
So we do, and yeah, without you guys watching it, it's basically we're just talking to a camera.
Yeah.
That's it. So without you guys behind there, like, interacting with us, it makes it worth it. It makes what we're doing worth it.
Totally. So your feedback is it's gold dust to us. So if and we've got a great email address for you to provide feedback. If you want to leave us a longer message, that email address is at the end of the video. But also, comment below on all these update videos. You know, we read everything. If we don't get back to you right away, we probably will a couple of days later.
Yeah.
It just, you know, it depends on when we see it and stuff like that. But we always read everything. I don't think we've ever missed a comment.
No, I don't think so, no.
No. So I'm quite proud of that.
Yeah, we're doing well so far, yeah.
So do well so far, yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Unless you've got anything else to mention.
No, that's it. That's it from me.
Yep, and that's it from me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't get to leave us a like, and also your comments and your feedback and all that jazz. Again, if you want to leave us a longer message, email address is at the end of the video.
Yes.
So yeah, that's all from me.
And it's all from me.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.